Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Fruits Basket. This, I believe, is the final episode of Fruits Basket, or I think next week might be the final episode. One of the two. But this episode honestly was pretty fucking fire, dude. This is honestly a nice little like note to tie on, and I have a lot of stuff I want to talk about in this episode. So let's just jump right into it. One thing I really want to do is we pick up where Yuki runs to the chick, the one he really likes. I don't remember her name, but we're gonna call her Sad-chan, Sad Girl-chan. But anyways, he runs to her and he wants to like let her know like how he truly feels. He's feeling brave enough to tell her, and she kind of like she stops him because she wants to say like, look, I want to give you a gift for Toru Honda. And she kind of like expresses how she sees Toru through Yuki's eyes and how much that means to her. It's kind of weird, but it's the truth. And in layman terms, she's like, I'm happy that someone was able to see you in a way that made you feel like you can grow as a person and you can feel seen, which is something that he's always wanted. And he kind of retorts by saying, yeah, she did help me find myself. She did kind of help me like feel like I'm not just a piece. But then when he's about to say what she does for him, he has a vision to the rat spirit being the last spirit that fulfilled its promise and is the last spirit that is disconnecting from Akito, or God, in that sense. And right when it triggers, all he feels is this sadness, being the last one to be broken, feeling like he's lost a part of him that he can never get back. Feels like he lost a relationship with God that he had that he can never get back to, only to be told by the girl like, you know, like that relationship is special. And then he hugs her and holds her, and it's so good, man. It's so good. Because what I love about this part is he basically says like, yeah, maybe Toru helped me find myself, but you see me. Like, I see you and you see me, like the real me. And that little moment when she's like, can I just call you Yuki? And he's like, yeah. And he kisses her the second time she says his name, and he goes, anytime, you can call me that anytime. And this is like the first, like, keep in mind, I think this is the first time Yuki's ever kissed a girl, but this is like the first time Yuki's ever felt seen, and like seen in a way, like to be seen isn't just to be looked at, it's to be felt, it's to be understood in a way that no one other than you mostly can understand yourself. But yet this chick is able to, and he does it for her too. Oh my god, it was so good. One cool thing that we do see later is during the gathering at Akito's house with all the other Zodiac members minus Shigure and Kurono, of course. Everyone's coming in, everyone's waiting to hear, everyone's excited to see what Akito, or they kind of want to know what's going on with Akito. And while Kyo's getting there, he runs into Kagura, and she's still kind of salty about the whole thing with Toru and him. And then there's a little joke where Momiji takes a picture of her hugging him and her all over him, and Momiji's like, what's shameful? Toru's not gonna like this. And it's crazy because we do see this kind of sour scowl on Momiji's face, but it just turns into a smile, kind of in a sense showing us that Momiji is still kind of salty, the fact that you know, she picked Kyo, which I understand. To him, it's kind of like he's fighting for his big sister's attention, but he loves her. But now he felt like since he was an adult, he should be getting that attention. And we don't know who he'll end up with, but it is nice to see him, you know, just grow into a more manly character. I'm not saying I didn't like his little feminine boy thing. I didn't think there was anything wrong with that. I just think it's funny how like he's acting more like a guy now, with being jealous and, you know, wanting the attention of the beautiful woman. We see Akito come out in the gift that Shigure bought her, this beautiful red dress, and it's funny that's red being the color of, like, you know, retribution. Like, it's a passion color, it's a color used for like people coming into new. I know in like Asian culture it's also used for good fortune and renewal. And it's funny that this is represent the new Akito. She's not just this little girl who wants everything to herself. It's this woman who wants to be able to make a new relationship with everybody in the Soma family, but in a nice traditional way. She says sorry, and I think that's a very strong thing for her to apologize, that she knows and she realizes a lot to apologize for. So the next years that she has left, she wants to be able to do her apology in the way that is true to herself. One thing we do get is we get more clarification on the relationship between Akito and Shigure. The reason why Akito has always hated yet loved Shigure is the fact that Shigure's never made it known exactly how much he's willing to go for Akito. But that's all Shigure, he lets her on the secret, is like, to him, he couldn't, because she wouldn't see him the way he wanted her to see him. He has to be aloof. He has to, basically he's saying he has to be an asshole in order for her to look at him. And she's like, I don't want you to leave because I hate the fact that I don't know what you're thinking. It's very Kage-sama Love is War, and the one person doesn't want to admit how they really feel to the other person, because then they feel like it's weakness, and nobody wants to be weak in the relationship, when in fact being both weak makes you guys more powerful, makes it more, you know, dynamic relationship. But they're very toxic, but it's okay. It's a nice toxic. It's because they're gonna have to grow up. They're gonna have to understand, like, yeah, we can't be playing this game anymore. I really love you and you really love me. I really love the fact that their relationship is beyond the zodiac connection. It's much more romantic, and this is the person he wants to be with. And then we get to the final parts of the episode with Toru and Kyo visiting Toru's mom's grave, and you know, they have this little talk about, you know, Kyo wanting to go and become a you know, assistant at another dojo to eventually take over the masters. And Toru has this little vision of, you know, taking him lunch and seeing him smile, genuinely smile, having fun and living life. And to her, going with him on that trip is all she's ever needed, is all she'll ever need. And that's how she wants to end her, that's how she wants to travel the world with. She'll be sad leaving all her friends and behind, but to be with Kyo would be, to be without Kyo would be even sadder. So it's just amazing seeing how cute they are with each other. Then we finally get the true revelation on what Toru's mom meant, which is, I won't forgive you. And it's the fact that during her accident, she was so scared of leaving Toru. Like, she felt like she was leaving Toru, and this was like the worst thing ever. And then she sees Kyo and she goes, that boy, that little boy. She was basically in her monologue saying, please save her. I know you don't owe me anything, but find her, save her, protect her. Like, it's such a beautiful testament. It's this idea of a mom hoping that someone will take care of her daughter the way she wanted to take care of her. And it's just so touching seeing Toru's mom just go from these like wave of emotions, only to be awakened in like heavenish, the afterlife, with her dad, who's the person who saves her. And it's very funny because Kyo and her mom both really act the same, prior to Toru, who probably acts just like her dad, who tried to adopt his mannerisms to a T, but automatically probably is still like, it's just a cute little like comparison to her parents and how she found the man. She basically found a man who reminds her of her mom. It's cute. It's a cute thing. I love it. I love it so much, guys. I love it too. I love it to death. The episode ends on such a beautiful note with all that kind of saying, like, you know, don't be afraid of what's gonna come, and life is always like this. I don't really know how to explain it. It was just a cute episode. I really liked it. Everything made me feel all sorts of types of emotions. This episode really does feel like a 9 out of 10 episodes. It's good. There's nothing extravagant that happens out. We do see cute moments. I love the fact that Yuki got the girl. That to me was like the best thing. But yeah, this episode's great. Seeing Akito, dude, Akito's a babe. I love her to death. She's my like queen. I would stay eternity just to work for her and just to be her, like, her precious pet. I love it. This episode was good, dude. It is really like 9 out of 10 episode. I thought it was sweet. I thought it was cool. A lot of like loose ends being wrapped up, and a lot of people like getting the relationships that they wanted all together, guys. I think if this is the last episode, I fucking loved Fruits Baskets. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was gorgeous. I couldn't ask for a better I honestly couldn't ask for a better episode. I thought this was fantastic. But anyways, guys, this is gonna be it for your boy Papi Wolf, saying peace out, peace and love. Hopefully this is not the last episode. If it is, I'm gonna be feeling so sad, but I might do a special video if it is the last episode, saying farewell and how much I love the entirety of the series. But anyways, guys, peace and love, adios.